Strong and severe showers and thunderstorms, of course, rolled their way through the region as we went through this afternoon and this morning as well. Scattered showers will remain as we go through the overnight period, but really the main travel concern for us will not necessarily be the rain. It'll be the fact that we've seen lots of rain around the region, and so there'll be some slick roads to deal with as well as we go through our morning commute too. Drier and very warm, that starts our weekend. In fact, record highs are under threat. They'll be pretty close to it, those highs will be, as we go through both tomorrow and again on Saturday. A big cool down is on the way, though. Temperatures are well below the normal as we go through early portion of next week. Current conditions in Bluefield look like this. This is the intersection of Route 460 and Route 52. It's 68 degrees still. That's right, it's 68 degrees at 11 o'clock, about quarter past 11 now. The sunset time this evening was at 7:50, so we got pretty long days out there, but that's not really the reason that we are seeing these warm temperatures. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour. That's more the reason, because we continue to have that flow ahead of this low pressure center, ahead of this warm front, or behind this warm front, I should say, that's made its way through the region. It's 67 in Beckley, 72 in Roanoke, 76 in Raleigh, and as you can see, 75 in Knoxville. It is a little bit cooler off to the northwest, where that front has begun to swing its way through the region. This area will actually be north of the warm front that I was talking about as it pulls up stationary. So this area will be fairly cool, and this area, meanwhile, will be much warmer. And that includes, of course, us as we go through our weekends we just talked about. Doppler radar, lots of storm reports. We showed them to you, at least some of them in southern West Virginia earlier on during the first weather. Lots and lots of them off to the southwest. Of course, lots of warnings too, mostly flash flood warnings at this point. As we take off those warnings and those storm reports, we do see that there's going to be a pretty heavy band of showers and thunderstorms that will develop along the Ohio River Valley and also the mid-Mississippi Valley. That's going to lead to perhaps some catastrophic flooding over the next few days, something that we'll be tracking for you as well. As we go through Friday evening, another chance for rain is going to make its way into the region. Then that stationary front sets up just off to our north. This is why we're going to be fairly warm at first. Then the cool front swings through, and watch what happens as we go through our Tuesday morning. That's snow in the higher elevations, ladies and gentlemen. That's a possibility as we go through our Tuesday morning. More showers make their way through the region as we go through Thursday evening. So now, what kind of rainfall totals are we talking about for the next 48 hours? According to the GFS model, about half an inch, maybe a third of an inch of rain as you head up into the Summersville area, and a little bit less than that as you head down towards the Virginia line. And of course, the bulk of the rain you see right here with those purples, pinks, and reds is going to be off to our northwest. Partly sunny with showers and storms as we go through the day. Tomorrow, 78 degrees our high. That's pretty close to the record, but not quite there. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. The 6-day to 10-day temperature outlook for April 9th through the 13th calls for very cold air over the eastern third of the country, and the reason for that, well, is something that Christian Boatler, meteorologist Christian Boatler, will be talking about as we go through the day tomorrow. Now, 82 is where we're going to top out at on Saturday. That's not quite a record either. It's pretty close to it, though. And then look at that high on Tuesday, 44. Bookending that 44 is a 50 and a 52 on Monday and Wednesday, respectively. So temperatures way below the normals. Look at those lows, below freezing for 3 days running, 26, 24, and 29. That's your weather. More news and sports comes up in just a couple of minutes.